Okay. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, DM Bar. Hello, Sabina. Hello, Yigi the Mighty. Beginning of the stream. And already cracking open a can. But you'll never know if it's beer or soda. Alright. I think we should get into it. How is the music? Is the music loud enough? Am I loud enough? Am I too loud? Is the music too loud? Let me know how it's going before I go ahead and start the stream. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and at least get Olynthos on the screen. And you know what? Let's go ahead and get the game up on the screen. Sounds good to you? Okay, good. I'm glad the audio levels are good for everyone. All right. So, here we are. Stream number 6. Let me get out of whatever the heck mode that was. What was that mode? Spectator mode. Okay. Yeah. So here it is. We've got 1 block, 2 block. We are working on the 3rd block here. Let's go ahead and get some of this stuff out of my inventory real quick. And let's just sort of quickly review what we did on these 3 houses here. So these 3 houses here are all very similar, which was kind of surprising to me. Though I think some of that might be because I'm building them. I'm sure if I gave this floor plan to other people, they might build it a little differently. Hey, maybe that's what we'll do one of these days. Maybe I'll give a floor plan to people and have them build the exact same house, but different people, and see what ways they come up with. That'd be kind of a cool idea. I like that idea. I might work on that. Okay, so these are all done. At least as done as they're going to be. So I think we should go ahead and continue on. Now, this next house is actually another one of those small houses. So if you remember over here, I've got this single-story house with a very long warehouse or something. And then I've got over here, I've got this other little house sort of crammed in here because whoever owned this plot also encroached into this plot. And we're going to see sort of the same thing over here. It's going to be a small house with a big giant hallway, I guess. Another one of these I don't know, warehouse type things. So let's just go ahead and jump right on into it with this here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out the sort of center walkway here. I am going to fill it in the rest of the way, though, of course. Like that. And this is a fairly large room, actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try 4. How does 4 look? 4 might be too small. Actually, 4 looks like it works. Okay, let's do 4 here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this one here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is how the back portion is divided up. And actually, that comes out surprisingly well. That looks surprisingly like the floor plan. So that's kind of cool. So let's go ahead and do that. So that is the back wow, already I can't talk. That will be the back section of rooms. You missed last week's stream because YouTube didn't give you the notification. YouTube. What are we gonna do about YouTube? I don't know. All right. So interestingly enough, unlike the other warehouse over there, that long one right there, this one does not have an entrance to the road. In fact, it has an entrance here. So you come in here and then you go in here, which is kind of an odd setup. Really, when you think about it, compared to the other ones. So kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. Makes me think that this little courtyard here is actually more of a public space then, if that's the case. But who knows? Let's continue on. So 1, 2, 3. We're gonna do this because it has 2 rooms here. They're about the same size. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yep, there we go. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna do, I guess that. So there you go. So yeah, I'm thinking that this is maybe public, and this may be like public storage. If not, that means whoever owns this plot here, if that's not public, has a very large, long room for some reason, and I don't know. I don't know why that would be. Kind of odd. Also, this little chunk here is set up kind of funky. I'm not really sure what the... I'm looking at my floor plan, and the line there is kind of weird. It's sort of a double line, so I don't know what that means. We're just going to interpret it as that. So there you have it. That is that house right there. Hello, Perseverance. Good morning. So we're going to do that. We're going to go ahead and add the mud bricks. And we're going to add the mud bricks here. Let me just do that. Okay. And this. Also, I have finalized my trip to Greece, which is kind of nice. I'm going to be there nearly the entire month of June, and like the first third of July, which is kind of cool. I will be doing some work and having some meetings with pretty cool people, so I'm looking forward to that. Kind of showing off what Wait. Why did... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. World edit is not working. That's interesting. We might have to... hold on. I might have to figure something out here. Give me just a second. Let me just do this real quick here. We're gonna... Hold on. I gotta fix that real quick, because I don't want to sit here and just build using, not using World Edit. Hold on. Let me fix that. Yeah, World Edit issues. Definitely World Edit issues. That was... Well, I was screwing around with something earlier, and I might have pulled the World Edit. I did pull the World Edit out of the mod pack. Oops. And I don't remember which one it was. Hold on, let me quickly grab World Edit again. That's kind of embarrassing. I don't know why, I don't know what happened to it. It's no longer in my mods. Oops. Okay, let's see here. 121 there we go. Oh, I do have that one still. Why is that not sitting in... Hold on. There we go. It is now back in there. That is very, very odd. I don't know why I would have removed it. All right, firing it back up. Give me a couple minutes here. while it tries to figure itself out. Also, do I have the right skin on? Okay, good. I don't want to give away any spoilers when I go into F5. Because if I still had the old skin on, there would be spoilers. Alright. Here we go. I also don't want to show you the screen just yet, because that also has spoilers. If you saw the world list that I've got, I got cool stuff coming. Okay. Let me go ahead and turn the Olynthos back on to the screen here. Game capture. Get that out. And we are back. Hopefully. There we go. I just tested it. We can now do world edit. That was really bizarre. I don't know why I pulled it out of the mod pack. Weird. Very weird. But we're back. We're back. There we go. Looking good. All right. So I'm just going to work off of the assumption that this plot, for some reason, is sort of the cheaper plots, I guess. I guess that'd be a good way to put it. So the people who cannot afford full lots, they get this little small one. That's what I'm going to go with. That's just what I'm going to assume. And I'm going to do this now while I'm thinking about it. Actually, no, I'm not. We're going to go ahead and just slap the floor down real quick, which is right here. Replace air, oak, planks. Oops, I did not want a space there. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so now what I can do is I can just go... oh, actually, I needed to do... Let's try that again. That one. What? Oh, because I set first position. Ah, okay, that's dumb. All right, there we go. All right, now we got a walkway. Now we got a walkway. So let's go ahead and put the stairs right here while I'm thinking about it, because it's like the perfect spot to put them. We're going to do that, that, and that. Who would be interested in trying out that experiment of I give you a floor plan, an ancient floor plan, and you build what you think goes there? I think that would be a really neat experiment. Or if you have suggestions for somebody who might be interested in that, I'm always open to that as well. I mean, we already know I'm gonna throw out the invite to Oda, of course, because that's, I mean, that's sort of a given. But if you know somebody who might be interested, let me know. DM Bar, you would try that? All right, yeah. Well, if I pull the trigger on that, I'll send you an invite. I think it'd be a neat experiment, you know, because here's the thing. I'm kind of biased, especially now at this point. Now that I've been building all of these, I'm kind of biased as to how the houses would look, because I know how ancient Greek houses would look. I mean, that's part of my schooling is knowing how these places looked, and so I think it'd be really neat to see what someone who is not classically trained, or does not have an eye on archaeology, or at least know the civilization as well, like how they would interpret the floor plan. I think that would be a really neat experiment. Or it would suck. I don't know. Maybe it's a terrible idea, and everybody builds the same thing. Actually, that would suck if everybody built the same thing. I'd have to probably do it like we did the archaeology challenge, where I teleported you thousands of blocks from the last person and just said, okay, there you go, figure it out. without, you know, any kind of input from your friends. I think it'd be neat. I do think. Would I need a video? No, I mean, I would make a video out of it, but, you know, if you wanted to make a video out of it, you'd be more than welcome to. Last time when we did the archaeology challenge, it was absolutely like okay, everybody needs to make a video on it, you know, type of agreement. But this would be just be something sort of real casual. So, you know, you wouldn't need to make a video, but I would definitely make a video. Absolutely. So, hello, Celebrity Sailboat Smackdown. Yeah, and that's the thing. The research on the floor plans. Yeah, that's yeah, it's not going to tell you really what the buildings looked like. Like we know what some of the buildings looked like. We can infer. We also kind of know because, well, we have sources that tell us what buildings look like, and so we can kind of make a general claim. But you know, the thing about that is that if you look at like our modern society, not every apartment looks like an apartment in whatever town you're from, right? So I'm originally from Arizona, and apartments in Arizona, they don't look like apartments in Knoxville, where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's some argument to be made that yes, we know what a general idea of a house looked like, but we can't, you know, we can't really go out on a limb and say that every house looked like this. There might be one-offs. There might be people sort of doing their own thing. Like, you never know. You never know. So, yeah. Anyways, that's sort of just a rambling way of saying, yes, you were right. There is research on what the houses may have looked like, or on floor plans, but as for what the houses looked like, yeah, we don't actually know. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Okay. Have carpentry training, which includes minor structural knowledge. Oh, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I would propose contacting Sir Robert Ross. He's an anthropologist. No. Yep, nope. I kind of want to stay away from anyone who would have something too similar or who would kind of know what something like this would look like. I'm looking more for someone who has, you know, somebody being creative, somebody thinking from outside the box. And the reason why I say that, actually, this is a really good sort of segue into this, is that because of my training in the American Southwest, I have different ways of looking at things. And sometimes it's annoying to my instructors, because I will make statements on things and they're like, no, it doesn't work that way. Because it works that way in the American Southwest. But sometimes I'll say something and they go, oh, I never thought of that. Yeah. When you think outside the box, sometimes you come across new and interesting ideas. Things that maybe, you know, you'd never really thought of before that suddenly now make a lot more sense. And so, yeah, so that's, again, another sort of rambling way of saying I'd probably not want an anthropologist or an archaeologist. Though I don't know, it might be interesting because Harold is not trained in Mediterranean arc, so he might be interesting to sort of get an archaeologist view, but somebody who doesn't work in the same field as me. That might be interesting too. He brings a different, he's still European, but he would bring a different view. Or maybe I bring an actual Greek on, somebody who does, who actually does live in Greece, who maybe sees houses like this all the time. Oh, this is really awkward getting this angle here. Hold on. Why would they? No, just collect water there. That's dumb. They wouldn't just slope it that way. No, they wouldn't slope it that way. Because it would just collect water here and it would run through and destroy this wall. Don't have any experience making a video, but I'm welcome to record anything. Oh, okay, cool, yeah. Grandparents lived in the Central Valley of Cali for years. House they lived had clay tile roof and stucco outer walls. It was also full of weird halls and odd rooms. Well, there you go. Also, was close to neighbors. It looked like what you built here a little. Yeah, yeah. Hello, Zacoby. Oh, you subscribed. Nice. Well, thank you. I'm currently trying to decide whether, how I want to do this, because I don't think that they would continue a peaked roof because it would run water into this wall here and it would destroy that wall. I'm wondering if I shouldn't just... What if we did this? Excuse me. Thank you. What if we did this, like a back room portion of this? And we just continued the... Yeah, we just did that, where we continued this way. So we took off the wall here. And we made like a taller rear. DM Bar, why is it that I thought you did stuff on YouTube? Why did I think that? I thought that was what was going on here. For some reason, yeah. For some reason, I thought you did stuff on YouTube. Maybe it's because I saw your name a lot in the Discords and on like everyone else's videos. You're prolific poster. Maybe that's why. We do this, and this, and this, and this, and this. We'll see how dumb this looks. Robert Ross talks about the medieval period. Interesting. Yeah, I thought about doing a lean-to style roof as well. But I don't know. We'll see how dumb this looks. If this looks really dumb, we might try a lean-to. And see how that goes. Wouldn't that be reflected in the foundation though? It would if they used cobble sokles. So that's the thing we also have to think about, is if they use mud brick directly on the floor, that won't be left, especially when all the other mud brick is washed away. So yeah, I at least I would assume, I don't know, maybe not, or maybe it was just wood. All right, let's see what this looks like inside. Need light. Okay, so let's just slap a light there. Okay. So you come in here and then you've got like tower. No. Nope. Looks terrible. On the outside it doesn't look too bad. But it definitely looks terrible to me. So let's go ahead and get rid of this. Okay. Yeah, we might just do a lean-to style roof then. Let's try that. Let's try a lean-to style roof. So we'll do this, do this. Okay, and we'll do the Daskalos roof, which is basically a flat 3, up 1/2, flat 3, up 1/2. So you got 1, 2, 3, up 1/2, 1, 2, 3, and then you got it's actually like that. So you go up 1/2, 1, 2, 3. So like that. All right. And we would just need to do something like that. Let's do the whole thing as a lean-to roof. Because that way also the people on this house then can't walk out onto the roof of this place. So if we do a lean-to roof, it'll have to be like, actually, I don't know why I was about to do just slabs the entire way. We just do this. There we go. Like that. And then we come through here. Let's just go ahead and use this to get rid of all of them real quick. There we go. Okay. So we'll just do that. So we'll make the whole thing a lean-to roof and see how that looks. Oh, this is going to be annoying. I mean, it's not bad. Not bad at all. You harass Oda and Zinc a bunch? Yeah, okay, so that is how I recognize your name. Yeah, and you are now the spirit of the community, yes. When you said about bringing Greek in the project, you meant a Greek archaeologist? No. I would be the Greek archaeologist, even though I'm not Greek. I'm just sort of what do you call it when you're I'm an honorary Greek. I'm just an honorary Greek. I'm not a real one. I just play one on TV. So no, it would be a Greek person, a civilian, somebody who lives there, who maybe might be influenced by the building styles. Why are you volunteering? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh man. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we do one right there. 1, 2, 3. Do one right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Bam. We do that instead. That works. Okay. And I guess I just automatically was going to use this, but I think last time, what did we do? Yeah, we did. Okay, that's fine. We'll do birch over here as well. No, let's do something else. I do this every time, but let's do why don't we do the mangrove? Mangroves looks cool. Do this. Ah, there we go. Actually, no, that spacing would have worked because we do this, and then we do this. So that means there's 3 in between all of them, right? So we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Perfect. So then we come down here, do this, and we do this. Ah, look at that. That looks good. That looks good. Man, I hate the fact that my screen is so small. You know, if you ever decide to get a second monitor, do yourself a favor and just spring for the extra money and get like a regular full-size one. I have like this little 10-inch monitor, and my chat window is sort of squeezed into that. And so, Panos, you wrote Timitikos, and I can barely read it. So, you would fold under pressure. Oh no. Hey, Richard. You didn't miss much. You didn't miss much. We're just sort of playing around with this. We did. So this is the warehouse, another one of those warehouse type structures. But it's kind of odd because you can't access it from the street. You have to walk into this courtyard and then walk into here. So that was kind of interesting. So I'm going to try this now and see how this looks. Okay, so if I do this, that, and that. There we go. How's that look? Yeah, that looks good. And then I can just do this. I don't care what anyone says. I love the mangrove wood in this game. People are always complaining about how hard it is to harvest and everything. Just quit being a wuss, you know, and just half of the fun of this game is doing stuff like that. Is doing these sort of repetitive tasks and getting some sort of reward for it. But you know what? If we're using mangrove, why don't we just use some of the mangrove fences? Yeah, there we go. Still using spruce doors because the one thing I don't like is the mangrove doors. I don't like those. But I like the mangrove trap doors because they're kind of neat. Okay. There's that. Let's get one here. Whoop. I need to hurry up and get a new mouse. This mouse is it's frustrating. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if this isn't also... no, we'll make this part of the house too. Yeah, this is kind of an odd arrangement, how they have this, where you can't enter this chunk unless you come in from the road. So I'm wondering if this house here doesn't actually own this chunk. If they actually own this chunk here. This sort of warehouse looking thing. It's actually part of their house. An interesting idea. So get that there. Get this here. Slap two. Wait, I don't need this. There we go. Now it's back to being fully open. Alright, so let's go ahead and slap down some torches. Oh my god. I'm terrible at this sometimes. So there, and there. There we go. Alright. This is the first building complex of the day. Yes, that is correct. So you haven't really missed much, just this single building. I said Timitikos because you mentioned how you say honorary Greek, but I think you meant something else. Yeah, I sometimes jokingly refer to my semi-adoptive Greek family, and I usually sort of, again, I jokingly refer to them as that, but they're not joking. So like Like, no, they're serious. They claim I am part of their family. And so, which I find, you know, very nice. And they tell me all the time well, we talk a lot, and so, you know, Greece comes up an awful lot, and sort of my status there. I'm not a Greek citizen. My modern Greek is really not that great. My ancient Greek is kind of okay, though I'm getting rusty with it because I haven't really practiced in a very, very long time, nor have I taken any classes in it in a long time. And so, you know, I sort of jokingly refer to them as that, but it's not a joke to them. So, yeah. Okay. Do you prefer a wired mouse or wireless? I actually prefer a wired mouse. Aw. I've had a couple wireless mice, and they always just take a shit on me, and they do it at the most inopportune times. So yeah, I don't really like that. Okay, so this next building has got. Let's go ahead and, as we normally do, let's start in the back. 1, 2, 3, bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try that. And then a little skinny one, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, 1, 2, 3, 4 is what I want. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do that. Close enough for Minecraft. You can't get everything exact, but we can get it pretty close. So that, and then this one has a door there. This one has, oh, actually pretty much double doors at that point. And this one has a door there. Okay. For the hallway, first off, we have a room that comes like this, but it is square. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is actually missing. Actually, this gets skinnier in this area, and then they have a door here with a pillar almost like immediately inside the door. And then there's a pillar there. Oof. And on this side we have, oh man, we've got some, I want to say those are 4 wide. So let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what this looks like. Maybe. Let's see if this works. Yes, that does work. Okay. So 4 wide, and then this will be 3 wide, is what it looks like. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so like that. And then you have this, and you have this. Oh, and then you have that. Let's go ahead and look at it here. Oh, that is correct with one exception. It's right here. This. Okay, so that is it right there. So yeah. Got to get the $18 Logitech wireless mouse. Lasted you for years and years. I do actually have a Bluetooth mouse that I use on my laptop that has been phenomenal. And I believe it is also, I believe that one is also a Logitech. I think it's a Logitech. It's the Pebble series, so it's like really low profile. But I love that thing. It's wonderful. It just, you know, when you're playing a game, the last thing you, especially something like hardcore, you know, where if you die, that's it. I do not want to die because my mouse decided it didn't want to talk to my computer all of a sudden. So like that's my biggest issue, because I've had that happen, not in like hardcore or anything like that, but I've had that happen where a mouse just has stopped working, and I've paid the consequences. There's a room without a door still. Yep, that one right there. We're gonna figure that out here in a second. Yeah, you maybe you're not blood related, but you're definitely part of this. Yes, exactly. Or how they would say it in ancient Greece, I am definitely part of the oikos. With them. So yeah, definitely part. Let's see here. Stack 2. Bam. All right. You have a Razer Basilisk wired mouse, not too many extra buttons, and works well enough. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's the problem that I'm having with mine right now too, is that wheel, the wheel occasionally goes the wrong way when I try to use it. But other than that, yeah, this one's pretty good. The only thing that I don't like about it is this is what is this? This is the Razer. It's one of the Razer mouses, and you have to have the freaking software in order to change the buttons, and I think that's kind of shitty. Honestly, I really do think that's kind of shitty. I don't like that. I just want to change the buttons without having to, you know, reprogram the whole thing. There we go. I don't know if that's going to be how we do the floor, but we have these pillars. Those obviously support a floor. Okay, so we're going to do this. And then you have this pillar here. So this obviously supports a floor, right? So maybe it's something more like this. But why would they do just this little chunk right here and they can just bring it all the way out here? So I'm thinking it's more like that. I don't know. We're going to play around with it and see how we feel. All right, so this one, I feel like, because of the way that this is laid out, like with these weird little stalls here, I feel like this room should have a door like here. Right? Doesn't that feel like that's where it should be? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. It feels like that's where it should be. In fact, so oikos, it was interesting. So the word oikos, I was looking at it the other day, and I don't know, maybe Panos, maybe you can speak on this. It looks an awful lot like when they talk about family, and you say, you know, my ikoyenia. I'm sure I'm butchering that one because, like I said, it's been a very long time since I've spoken any Greek, any modern Greek. You look at the word and they're very similar. So I gotta wonder if it's not the same word basically, but it's just evolved over time. But yeah, let me know what you think, because that's what I think. But who the hell am I to say? I'm just some rando. Okay. All right, where are we going to put the stairs for this? I feel like this is one of those times where we have to have the stairs in here, but I can't. I can't put the stairs in here. So I might have to put the stairs out here. Oh. What if I did this? There we go. That's not too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad. I would imagine that most doors open to the central area. Yeah, that's possible too. Has your schedule been lightening up to allow you to edit those upcoming videos? Yes, a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. You know, they have this thing that sticks out here, which makes me think that that's supposed to support the walkway. So now I'm questioning whether or not that staircase would be there, because I feel like that would be the base of a pillar up against the wall. So can I put stairs anywhere else? Wait a second. I can put stairs right here. What am I... That's so dumb. I can't believe I would... There! Then you come out. Or maybe you come out the other way. No, this is fine. You come up these stairs, and then you come out here. And then you can go into the... Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And then that also allows storage back behind here. And it allows a little bit of... Well, I guess a little bit of storage there, but not much. Actually, let's move the stairs back one. See how that looks. Wait, what? Oh. There we go. Do this, that. Okay, okay. There we are. And then let's slap that right there. So we sort of... Wait, can I make that even thinner? Nope. Okay, so we do that. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Look at that. And then you come out this way. You're good to go. Okay. Oh no, the roof is doing the drain into the wall thing again. Oh, yep, it sure is. Sure is. Oh, see you, Richard. You're right. It is doing the drain into the wall thing again. Huh. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how we're going to fix that. The only other thing I can think of is a flat roof. I don't know why they would do a flat roof, though. Or it's 2 stories. If we did 2 stories, we could do a peaked roof into that roof. Tell you what, let's... Good catch on that. Good catch on that. Let's go ahead and do a peaked roof. What? There we go. Go ahead and do a peaked roof and see what it looks like. 2 stories. 2-story section here. Okay, so we're going to take this, and this, And I do stack 2. Should have been stack 3. Stack 3. There we go. No, I was looking the wrong way. Okay, let's try this again. Stack 3. Okay. So if that is 2 stories, we can do... I mean, a 2-story warehouse is kind of crazy. But maybe they did that. I don't know. I keep calling it a warehouse, but it could be any number of things. So let's just see what we got. And if it does what I think it does, perfect. Perfect. Come through here. There we go. Okay. So then if I do this, whoop. Okay, and I just continue this across. And hold on, gotta do this. I gotta get fancy with this one. Okay. Do that. Then do this. Okay, and then so this will go all the way around. And then this goes like this. Sure. I mean, it's not bad. Okay. Yeah, Richard's struggling with school. Yeah, never-ending battle, my friend. Never-ending battle. Well, I mean, it does end eventually. You end up doing other stuff. You end up being done with school, and then everything's fine. And then you look back. Then you will look back fondly upon school, even though you hated every second of it and were stressed out. That's just how humans are, because we are weird. I mean, you know what? I'm just going to go with this. This looks fine to me. I'm just going to go with this, and we'll see how it looks when we finish this. So let's go ahead and grab that, and grab that. And we're going to do this, and we're going to go stack 2. Perfect. And you wouldn't have a walkway going here unless you had a second story here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to... Oops. Oh, for God's sakes. Okay, so you're not letting me do it. Okay, replace air with oak planks. There we go. And we're going to do this. We'll do double door there. I don't see why not. Stack 2. Yeah. All right. How we liking that? I'm digging it. And we'll do a wraparound roof. So we'll do something like this. And then we'll continue this out this way. Like this. And then we'll just come along here. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing here, where we have, we'll come along and do that, and then we come this way. That should link right up into that. Okay, and so then we just take this, do that, come down here, do that, and we replace air with acacia slabs. Nice. And then we do the same over here. Nope. That is incorrect. That is absolutely incorrect. I already forgot what I just said we were going to do. Okay. Okay, we do that. We come along here. We just sort of wrap it around. There we go. I know he's gone, but he did ask if I had more free time now to edit those videos. Of course, I say he's gone, but he's probably going to be watching this as a VOD anyways, so, you know. But yes, I've had a little bit more free time. And it's not really that I have a little bit more free time, it's just that I'm planning my time a lot better. Doing a little bit better time management. I was getting a little overwhelmed there, and when I get overwhelmed, what I start to do is I procrastinate. And that's what I found myself starting to do with schoolwork, was procrastinating. I'd sit on YouTube, watching YouTube a lot, and then I would panic and do a bunch of my schoolwork, and it wouldn't leave much time for doing, you know, videos, for editing videos. But I'm starting to get out of that funk, and so now I have a little bit more time to edit videos, even though my schoolwork load hasn't changed. I'm just not watching as many people's videos. So which I feel kind of bad about, because, you know, they've supported me. I should support them. But I feel like they don't really care. I feel like if I told them, like, oh, hey man, I'm really sorry, I've been meaning to get to your videos, but school, you know, I've got so much schoolwork, I feel like they'd be like, no, do schoolwork. Rather than you know, me feeling bad about missing their videos. So yeah, that's how I've been able to do more schoolwork. Look at that. Huh? That's cool. All one long roof. That's cool. Oh, so there you go. There's your question answered, DM Bar. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what we did. All right. So let's do... I really did like the lean-to roof, so let's go ahead and do a lean-to roof here, because I really did like that. And so I kind of want to put one in. So that's what I'm gonna do here. Whoop, whoop. So yeah, so I've got the hardcore Minecraft series. I've been editing that one up. That one should be done actually by next weekend, assuming nothing crazy happens between now and then. I will have that one ready to go, which will be really cool. I know some of you are really interested to see whether or not I survive in the second Nemesis world. So yeah, so I know some of you are definitely sort of waiting with bated breath. And so yeah, I'm hoping to have that up. Well, what should we do here? Should we do dark oak? I like doing the dark oak. Let's do the dark oak. So yeah, so that'll be done here real soon. And for those of you who are members, you will have a full-length, uncut version of that video for you to watch as well. I've decided that's what I'm going to start doing a little bit more, rather than trying to catch up and do a bunch of vlogs and stuff. I will just go ahead and do unedited, uncut videos for you, so you can see everything, all the things that I do and say and freak out about. Hey, whoa, look at who's there. My semi-adoptive Greek brother is in the house, Mr. Bikastis. You love the detail and scale of my videos? Well, thank you. I would expect you to say that, since, you know, we are sort of family. You are required to say that. So I appreciate you coming in and saying your required piece. How come we've never seen any dinosaurs? Yeah, see, there you are, man. There you are. You gotta hit me with the dinosaur thing. I see how it is. Yes, Mr. Castis. Actually, you know, it did pop up in my feed. Oh, brother of mine. The trip for your wedding popped up in my feed as memories. So, happy anniversary, my friend. Happy anniversary. You guys are the quintessential couple that everyone should, you know, aspire to be. So, yeah. Okay, let's see here. So we are currently working on Olynthos in northern Greece. This is how far we've gotten so far. So far so good. I don't know where I'm going to put stairs in for this one, but yeah. Everyone loves dinosaurs. You should do dinosaurs. Yeah. So I felt really bad one time because there was a kid who thought archaeologists dig up dinosaurs, and he came out to an excavation that I was putting on. It was a public excavation, which is really cool. If you ever get a chance to do a public excavation, you absolutely should. It's a really neat thing to do. And he asked me what dinosaurs I had dug up, and I felt really bad. I had to tell him we don't dig up dinosaurs. But you know, I figure better for him to learn then and there, rather than to go the rest of his life and then find out when he's adult and then feel like, why didn't anyone tell me? So yeah, all right. So we're gonna do double doors here. There we go. So there you go. There you go. Panos, you and Vasilios, you can talk away and with your shared Greekness. Okay, let's see here. There's only one way into this place, and that is this doorway here, which immediately has this pillar in the way. But this doorway here is actually really wide. It's a double doorway, but because I only have 3 wide, I can't really do a double doorway. So I think I'm just going to leave it open. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it open like this. And maybe I do the thing I don't like to do, which is use the walls. Because if I use walls, it only comes out like a half. Sure. Sure, we'll do that. We'll do that. Maybe use walls. There's, yeah. Damn you, delay. YouTube and your delay. All right. Let's see here. Let's slap that there. We're going to put doorway. And we're going to put a doorway here and a doorway here. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and finish this up. Once we get this one finished up, we can move on to the next block, and then we will do that for the next little bit. We are a little bit over an hour at this point, which is fine, but we will want to take a bit of a hydration break here in a second. And yeah, so we'll do that. I think this is going to be the last room here. You know, if I would have thought about it, I would have maybe figured out a way to go visit Olynthos while I'm going to be out in Greece this summer. But a little too late now that I have the schedule finalized. So, oh well. It's fine. All right, so there we go. There is our that final block there, or final half of a block there for Olynthos. So yeah, there we go. We are going to go ahead and I'm going to take a quick hydration break. I'm going to fill up my water, and I'll be right back. All right. Okay. So that was pretty good. The next half of this block is very, very different than anything else we have built so far. They have some really wild stuff going on. So, first thing that they got going on is they do have the back rooms, right? So, you know how all these have this back room here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, I should remember that. But they don't. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But they don't really have that little sort of central walkway like the rest of the houses do. So the rest of those houses have that little walkway type area. where there's a lot of these covered porches and stuff. They don't really have that. They sort of have it. They still have some of the walls in those areas, but a lot of it they've closed off to be rooms. So we're still going to put it here because it kind of gives us something to work off of. But a lot of these foundations, these cobble circles that we're using here to sort of differentiate things, a lot of these are going to go away in this portion of this block. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and jump right into it. So the first house, this one right here, is has a room back here, so it's sort of a thin room. 1, 2, 3. So oops, 1, 2, 3. So about like this. And of course, no way to get into it. It has another thin room here, like that. Then it has a big room and another big room that are roughly equal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because this one's a little bit thinner than that one, but they're really close in size. But this one actually extends down this way. Like that. And its door is here. So that's very unique so far. Yeah. So it's a little bit like this here. But on this house. Yeah, I'm not really sure what that's all about. Aha! Hey, yeah, there you guys go. The Greek Easter. Every Greek Easter, I have to show the Mr. Panos skit to someone to explain Greek Easter. Okay, so this next room, actually, this needs to be bigger. This needs to be 1, 2, 3, like that. Oh, actually, this one is slightly smaller than the hallway. Interesting. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Nope. This way. This one's slightly bigger than this one. Okay. And then this has some really odd things happening here. Okay. So then this room, man, this one's really difficult. So this room comes off of here like this. I'm going to get done with this one and everyone's going to be like, what is going on here? Because that was my reaction to this. So then this one, it has a room like this. Like that. So it's completely closed off. It goes out 1 and then comes down. Like this and then like this. And then it doesn't have these. Instead, what it has is it kind of goes off at an angle. So it kind of goes like that. Ish. Sorta. Not really. Like this. Yeah. It's very odd. So what I'm going to do instead is, man, I don't know how I want to separate that. Let's go with walls, even though I don't like using the walls. There we go. Okay, so it'll be like that. So that's the house. That's the house. It's very odd layout. Very different than what we've seen before. So that sort of central walkway that we have with some of the other houses, it's been co-opted. Is the Minotaur trapped in this? Yeah, right? Yeah. I don't... Exactly. Weird layouts in buildings always make me think they're for some kind of work or animal care. Yeah, that does create strange layouts. Could be another storage building like the other one with a bunch of small rooms. Yeah, could. Some things I do want to point out. Oh, did I do... I'm sorry, I did one thing incorrectly. There is an entrance to the road here, and then there's an entrance to the road here. Now, when we talk about ancient Greek houses, I talk about them having a storefront. So my impression would be that this is the storefront here, and this is the entrance in. So which would make this room here probably the Andron, and this is sort of like the back portion of the house. But this back portion of the house also has an entrance here where you can come in, and you can come in here, and then you're into this area. So I'm not really sure what this is all about. So let's can't believe I just did that. Okay, let's go ahead and experiment with this. So let's add the walls and see what sort of speaks to us with this. There we go, sort of flying all over the place. So the short, stubby little walls here make me think that there is some sort of covering, like that's a pillar base rather than a doorway, because it's too wide to be a doorway. So that makes me think that this has some sort of cover, I guess, on it, which would mean that this would be an open building if that's just a cover, like some of the workshop stuff that we tried in the other portions of the town. We need to consider where people were bathing or doing laundry in this city. Does this building have a well nearby? So I would assume that there are wells nearby. There's a couple interesting shapes that pop up on the floor plans of these houses that make it seem like there might be a well. But again, I haven't really done much research into Olynthos. I just wanted to do, I just wanted to build it and sort of see what we could figure out just from building it. But yeah, there's a couple of interesting things that point out to possibility of a well. Like there's like this shape here, and there's a few more shapes like that in some of the other houses. So I assume that there is a well. There should be a common well anyways for most of these houses. But at this point, they could have also had maybe some sort of internal plumbing or something close to that. I don't know. I don't know how far along they're at. This place was built, I think, in the classical period, and then it existed into the Hellenistic period and the Roman period as well. So, you know, having internal plumbing or at least like a bathhouse or something is possible. This is just the residential area. So, yeah, I don't know about the rest of the town. All right. So now that we have this set up, I still think that this is the storefront. I still think that that's what this is going on here. This little narrow way to get in, where else can you go? You can get into parts of the house from there, but you can also get to the outside. You can go this way. God, this is really, yeah, maze-like. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly am at a loss for how this is supposed to be laid out. This one's tough. The Andron needs a door? Yes, the Andron would need a door. It would be an internal door. You spelled the word Andron correctly. Yeah. Yeah, funny thing about theorized reasons for the myth of the labyrinth is that it was due to the confusing layout of the Knossos Palace. I can confirm it is a crazy layout. But that definitely looks like a storefront. So I'm wondering, okay. So we know that that all of these have some sort of courtyard. So the courtyard could be here, and it could be here, right? So, You know, I'm wondering if we're not dealing with two houses crammed into this little spot. If this isn't one house or something, and this isn't one house or something. Let's go ahead and slap a roof on the storefront. So we'll do our standard roof. Okay, right? And it's going to be peaked going down that way. Wonder if we should just do this as a single story. Or if... Because how would you get up? Like, where would the stairs be to get up? I mean, you could put the stairs here. That would be kind of odd. You might be able to squeeze stairs right here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you could squeeze stairs right here. Or even coming this way, coming up that way. Let's see what this looks like with a floor on it. We'll do it out to here. Yeah, we'll do it out to here. Oop. Tab. There we go. Okay. So if we do that, right? Okay, so let's say we do that. Okay. And then let's say we put the stairs. We're going to be doing a lot of experimenting with this one. So let's say we put the stairs here. Then you can come up here and you can go into this room or that room or this room. No. Okay. What if we did this? Oops. What if we did this, right? And we brought it all the way out here. And then so you come up here, you can go into this room or this room. And then you have a roof here, but like this is a little area where you can sort of like look out over the... Yeah, that's actually not so bad. We'll do that. We'll see how that goes. Let's see, what does everybody say here? I'd go with the larger one of the two because of how prevalent they've been so far. 3 sections, storefront, working space, and living quarters, all connected to the courtyard. That's what I'm leaning towards, yeah. 2 smaller houses makes a lot more sense if that line in the middle is an alleyway. Yeah. Well, I don't know about alleyway, but yeah. Workers' entrance by the storefront and living quarters entrance for the other. That could also be it too, yeah. So yeah, so then in that case, then what we would do is we would do this. Oops. Not like that. Okay. Not like that either. And then we would come here and we do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, I mean, then I gotta wonder if maybe we should do this. Because then you come walking in this way, it's covered. You can come in here. This will have a roof on it, but this will be sort of the courtyard. It's kind of a small courtyard. I mean, okay. Well, let's just see how it goes. Stack 2. Yeah, this one's a little confusing. Yeah, this one is definitely a little confusing. And actually, I would do this because we need a roof on this and over. Wait, do we need a roof on that? Oh man, I am like struggling with this one. All right, let's just put a roof on this section here and then see what we think. See what we think. Yeah, this one's rough. This one's really rough. I knew this one was going to be tough. That, and then that, and that. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. And this one we're going to do a lean-to because I really like that one. I really... hello? Oh, why is my middle mouse button's no longer working? Yep. Don't buy Razer mouses. Do that and do that. There we go. Oh, now it's working. Just had a horrifying thought about what the HOA would look like in this place. Please tell me HOAs aren't... No, they are not a thing in Greece. No one would ever put up with that in Greece. No, only Americans for some reason feel the need to tell people how their houses are supposed to be. Though there is that whole thing, upon us, you can probably back me up on this too. But there is that thing where on the islands there is a specific way you're supposed to build your house, with the white walls and the blue ceilings and stuff, or blue roofs and stuff like that. And I think that was enacted, I think, like in the, oh god, in the 80s or 90s, I want to say. Is that what it is? And then they've got like, there's certain building codes that they gotta, but I mean that's all just the islands though, I think. I could be wrong on that one. I'm actually reading a book right now on about an island. It's a modern ethnography on it. Lipsy. It's on Lipsy, and they talk about that, about the building sort of requirements. 60s. Okay, the 60s. Wow. Okay, so I was way off on time period. But yeah, they talk about like how some houses are sort of grandfathered in because they're historical buildings and stuff. So yeah, it's a pretty neat thing they got going to sort of give it that uniform look and that classical sort of thing that everyone thinks of when they think of Greece, with the white and the blue. Yeah, I would never live. I don't understand how HOAs are not a considered a constitutional thing, because that, like, to sit there and tell somebody you can't do something with your own property that you purchased and bought and paid for is crazy to me. Oh wait, nope. Okay. So, I can... We got to figure out this part. I'm starting to think that maybe 1, 2, and 3 are just open, like completely open, because the door, the ways into those areas are really wide. Like, it's super wide. So I'm thinking that this whole thing is open. Which makes me wonder about this, but I think to fix that we do like this, and we just continue the yeah, we're just gonna have to continue the lean-to, which I'm not complaining about. I do kind of like it. Oops. Like this. We'll see how this looks, and then we'll decide from there if we like it or not. But I'm not gonna look at it just yet. I'm not gonna I'm gonna withhold judgment for right now, until we get sort of done with this. So what I need to do is I need to have that. I need to have that. There we go, like that. And it just has this weird... I guess they'll just have that weird sort of cutout. God, there's got to be a better way to do the stairs going up. Gotta be a better way. Hold on, let's drop down and check. I don't think there is a better way. Unless we do it from here. I mean, we could do it from here. We could do something like this. I'll just use the acacia stairs for right now. All right, so you got something like this going on. I mean, that's not too bad. Let's just do that. Let's do that. Let's try that. Let's see how that works out. And then you come out here, and then yeah, and then you've got like this weird little cubby hole type thing. Whoops. Like that. So you can have, like, I don't know, storage of something, I guess. And then you've got these open areas here. I feel like this should be a workshop of some sort. Oh, wow. Oh, you guys are really talking. Can't grow in your yard. You can't decorate for the holidays. Like, it's my house. You shouldn't have any control here. Yeah, exactly. HOA is my area. You can buy your property out from under you if you don't conform. Yeah, you got to sign on to be part of the HOA. I keep seeing stuff about people who own a place and then an HOA gets formed, but they don't sign up for it, and it's like, yeah, screw you guys. Yeah. So far so good. Wow, yeah. There's a lot of yeah, the animal farms aren't allowed in Athens. Yeah, because it's an urban center. Makes a lot of sense. Oh, that's interesting. Some of these, yeah, some of these things that are being said. It's kind of interesting stuff going on. Okay, so we've got the lean-to roof, which I actually like. That looks pretty cool. It looks a little too much up here. Looks like it's just like way too much up here. So maybe we knock this out. But it does have that weird little... Oh, you know what? Storage. Yeah, we'll just do storage right there. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Yeah, so it's like a little nook. We got some storage going on right here. Same with right here. Heck, I could even put the door like that. Let's go down to the bottom and see if we can't get this all figured out here. Okay, so let's just continue that along there. Same with here. There we go. And same with here. Something like that. Oh, wait a second. This is a doorway. We just do that. Okay. I don't need to do something weird with the wood. There you go. So you got the floor. And then that way you come here and you've got, yeah, storage. Really low storage, but you got storage. And then you got some taller storage here. Okay, that's actually looking much better. Much better. Much better. Yeah, when in doubt, storage space. Exactly. Exactly. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's grab some slabs. We're going to do just a peaked roof here. And then we'll call this one good. This one was really difficult to figure out. Something like that. Okay. Something like that. Something like that. And then we do bam. Okay. You can tell I'm concentrating because I'm no longer talking. So I think this is actually, I think this is gonna end up being pretty good here. Once we get it up and going. Whoops. There we go. Yes, and then what I want to do is I want to bring this out like that, even though it doesn't line up with the we'll do that. So it's not going to line up, but that's okay. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. It will line up if I do... Yeah, if I do... Okay, hold on. I think I got this. I think I got this. So this is going to be porch or a overhang like that. And then I can just bring it down. Bring it down by one. I think this one is probably the most artistic we've done so far. Taking a lot of artistic license with this one. Do this. There we go. It's kind of odd. Kind of odd, but I think it works out. Okay. Let's add doorway there. We're gonna do double doorway there. So there you go. There's your storage. We're gonna add the walkway all the way here. Okay. Oh, I can't get into. Oh man, can't get into that room unless I put the doorway here. I'll just put the doorway here. There we go. Same with this one. I'm going to put the doorway here. So we'll just cover up this. There we go. All right, so you got two doorways there. That works. What do we want to do for pillars? And you know what? Let's just keep up with the mangrove. I like the mangrove for the other one, so let's just do that. And it's far enough away we can probably get away with it. So let's do mangrove here. Like that. Oh no. That's why we didn't do it like that. Okay. 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 Let's see. How can we make this work? What if we just do this? That works. That'll just have to do. And then we do the same thing here. We bring it up. There we go. And then we do it right here as well. Okay. Okay. This is coming together. This is definitely coming together. This was quite the struggle though to get this one down. Yeah, that works. Why don't we do this so that way we have... Oh, man. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Do that. Then we come here. Do that. Oh. Okay, we do this instead. We do that. Okay. And actually, you know what? I really like the trapdoors, so we're going to do the trapdoors instead of the fences. And same thing here. Let's do... There we go. So a little bit of a walkway, and then we're going to do this. So you can sort of see down in there, and then we do this. And yeah, you can walk out onto the roof, but who cares? You just do that. You can't walk out onto the roof. There we go. Okay. I think that's good. I think that's good. What are we thinking on this one? Does that look okay? These little pillars, I still think these little pillars need something to be supporting. Because they're not going to have these little things like this without... Unless there's a roof here. There might be a roof there. I don't know, though. What if we do this? Just sort of like a little overhang. Like that. I don't know. I don't know. How do we like this, though? This really weird, bizarre built house. Let me know what you think. I think we are going to continue on, though, because if I have to continue with this house, I'm going to lose my mind. So I think this is a good representation, at least best that I could figure out. That's kind of neat. We're still going to do this, though. So yeah, that's what I think we're going to do. And I think we will have a door here. Yep. And then we need double doors here because this is the shop. We will put that. We will put a window here, and a window here because it's a shop. You want a lot of light. We'll fix this ceiling. There we go. So not too bad. And actually, you know, I almost feel like we should have something like that. Okay. I think that's good. I think that's good. I think if I continue too much longer, I'm gonna lose my mind. We're gonna do a little bit of an overhang here to make it look a little bit better. But all in all, I think this is done, and I think we can move on. Why don't we put? How do we feel about double doors here? Yeah, I kind of like that. Why does that room not have any? Oh, this is the room that you can't... Yeah, that has no door. There we go. There we go. This is probably the Andron. So we're going to do that. We're going to put a torch there. There we go. Yeah, that's probably the Andron. So there we have it. Actually, the Andron should have a doorway like this instead. Instead of like that. Yeah, it should be like this. So you can only get into it from inside the house. There we go. All right. I like it. I just need to fix that. There we go. Okay. Fix that. Okay, that one was tough. That one was really, really tough. Like, really tough. But I think we're good at this point. I really do think we're good at this point. Maybe like another sort of slightly sloped roof here, but I think it's fine the way it is. Let's move on to this one, because this one gets absolutely bonkers. Like bonkers. So oh, I don't know why I do this to myself. Okay. Yeah, this building is definitely a difficult one. Moving on from good enough is probably wise. Yeah, I agree. Double doors look good. Yeah, I think the double doors ended up looking good there too. No HOA in Greece anywhere. Good. And there you go. Celebrity Sailboat Smackdown has given a free gift membership to Pygmy Mouse Lemur Butt. All right. Awesome. Okay. So, favorite part of the stream here is this beer or soda. That's a tough one. You'll never know. So, there you go. It is just a little bit before 2 p.m. here in Knoxville on a absolutely glorious day. There's a little bit of sprinkling happening from time to time, but because of that, it's got a little bit of overcast, and it is just absolutely phenomenal. Okay. Yeah, this one... Okay, so we're going to do that. There we go. There we go. So it has that. And then it's got that, and then this. And then this. Okay. And then, get ready for this one. It's got this, right? But it's got sort of a double door opening there. That is gone. So it's got a double entrance, and it comes all the way down. Okay, but it doesn't go all the way to this wall because starting here, it's got a wall that comes off. So it starts here and it ends here. So it's like that. And then we have this wall starting in this corner that goes all the way into this house. About... Okay, so that's where that wall is from that house. So it needs to be like right here. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna get a little wild. It runs all the way to about here. So it is a wall that sort of, yeah, so it kind of comes here. Let's just run a straight wall and see how far off we are. So it needs to come 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it goes 1, it keeps coming this way. Oops. Okay, like that. Okay. So then let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, well, that's not gonna work. Do like that and like that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's fine. So you've got this wall here that goes like this all the way to here, and it cuts through both houses. There is nothing else in here, just that. This, however, has an entrance here, and it has a double entrance here, 2 more, and then it's completely open all the way to here where it does like this. And then, oh man, just when you thought it was over. So that's this house done. That's this house's layout done. Whoops. Except for that. And this. So that's this house's layout. And then this house next to it, right, has this, right? It goes into that. I'm going to have to do these at the same time. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 1, 2. I told you, these ones are a little odd. It goes like that. Goes like that. Get these out of here. And then we've got another one that's like 1, 2, 3. This one is even worse. Yes. Yeah, nightmare layout. Yeah, I know. This one's crazy. Okay, let's see here. It's not a bottle. Correct. Canned sparkling water. I will answer this one. I actually have a soda stream, so I do not need canned sparkling water. I can actually make it on my own. And if any of you like seltzer and stuff like that, soda stream is great. Okay, so continuing on with this nightmare one. This one is even worse. Yes, dyslexic architect. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so it's going to be like this. This room, which is completely closed off. And then there is... Oh, good God. Okay, so there's that, and then that. Oh, wait. I almost forgot. All right, let's see. Where's the... Okay, so right here. Okay, so it comes here, and then it goes to here. Like that? Yeah, like that. Okay, Okay, that. But wait, there's more. This is missing. And instead, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's about like 3. It's like this. And then this is all gone. Dude, I don't know. I don't ask me. I have no idea what is going on here. Which means he can make his own sodas and wouldn't need it in a can. That would be true too if it weren't for the fact that I just don't have every flavor out there. So yeah. I do have some of these like artisanal type flavors, which are actually really good, but they're super expensive. So I try not to spend a lot of money on those, but they are really good. My theory is that there is a pattern with each row, 2 rows normal and 1 row weird. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we've been seeing, right? We've been seeing the rows that are on this side, so to the main road, right, that open up to the main road, are definitely sort of normal, and the ones that have the backside to the main road are a little different, or very different. So here we are, we've got our backside to the main road, and so now we have a very different house. Okay, so man, I don't know. I'm gonna have to take this out though to make it thinner. I'm just gonna have to build both of these at the same time, I think. This one's rough. This one's, you thought the first one was rough. This one's definitely rough. This one's way more rough than that one. Ugh. I also gotta wonder if the one row was planned more than this row, and it was like, oh, we're gonna give you this row in particular that's gonna have your design, and then people are gonna be allowed to choose, you know, how they want the other row to be. I don't know, maybe. It's so weird. It's so weird. There we go. There's that. And then this. Ugh. Yep. Okay, and then these are pillars. These are obviously pillars of some sort. Yeah, and they're correct in their placement. Except this wall actually ends shorter. There we go. There we go. That's a little better, though it's still way off. Because that means that this... Oh, actually, this room is way off. This actually needs to be here. This needs to be like that. There we go. There we go. That's better. I say that's better, but you know, look at it. Okay. There we go. Is that right? Yeah, I guess that's right. I think this should actually be like that. So let's do that. We're just sort of tweaking things at this point to get it to work out a little bit better. Okay. What is going on here? Yeah, this is a very weird house. Okay. Next week he's going to tell us he has his own beer brewing setup in the garage. No, though I did used to brew wine. This is why ancient Greeks watered their wine. Someone wasn't following the rules. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is this just one house? No, I think this is still two houses. Because there's definitely a divide here, even though this wall sort of encroaches on their part. I think what you have is you have this house here with whatever this is, and then you've got this house here, and then at some point this room, I don't know what they were doing here. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But we're gonna have to build it together because it's just so odd. So let's just go ahead and do it. Here we go. All right. Like the super large property in the first block. Yeah, I forgot about that. I think it's supposed to be a two-linked house, maybe residential, but it looks like 2 rows of residences and 1 row of workspaces. Maybe. The weird angled walls are exactly like my grandparents' house, suddenly feeling nostalgic. Oh, interesting. Okay. So, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is a courtyard. And I think this is a courtyard. So let's keep these as first story. Let's do the back and I don't know. So oh, you know what? I did forget one thing. This actually exits out onto the road. I think this house here is one, and then there's something weird going on here, and then there's another house, and then there's something weird going on here. So let's build this as though this is all one house. Let's do that. We're it's like art school, man. We're breaking this down into simple shapes. Okay, so there's that, right? Right? Okay. And then we can either put roofs on these, or no, that's what we'll do. We'll put roofs on these. Where is the stairs going to be? This seems to be a common problem. Maybe here? Coming up this way? Yeah, that... But then we would have... Okay, I see. All right. Oops. Okay. I'm starting to get an idea here. All right, so let's do this. Okay. So now we have a walkway, right? But we do this. So we have stairs that come up this way. So we go something like nope. Okay, so you come up this way. All right. You got 1 room, 2 room, 3 room, nothing off this way. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Something like this. Yeah. Yeah, how do we like that? Shared walkway with the neighbors? Oh, you're talking about here? Nope. This is going to be a wall. That's what I think is going on here. I don't like that staircase. I think maybe we should come out 1 more. That's better. Oof. Yeah, that's rough. This is really rough. But I think that's the way we're gonna go. I think that's the way we're gonna go. I don't know what to do about this. I do know that we should do this. I don't know. How do we like this? What are we thinking for this? I'm kind of digging it. But I don't know. Let's slap a roof on this. And see how we think then. I mean, oof, okay. Don't think the entrance hallway in the back would be covered? You mean this? Then, yeah. Maybe not. But we do, it does have to, something has to stop you from, like, walking off this way. So, if we open this up, Then we can just put a gate there or something, I guess. That would work. Okay, let's go ahead and just... whoops, nope, I want to come here. Oh. And then come here. This one's rough. This I know I keep saying that, but this one is difficult. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's just see how this looks. I know I've been saying that a lot, but it's true. Let's okay, do this. Whoop. Okay, and then we do... Okay, so we do this. And then we eventually... Okay, it links up there. Okay, there we go. Then we do this. And then we do this. Maybe? Maybe? I mean... I don't hate it so far. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Looks a little funky, but not bad. There is no evidence of pillars here, so we're going to have to add our own. So far, so good. We have walkway in between that is open. Yeah, okay. I'm not hating it. Not hating it. Oof. Okay. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. We're gonna do that. Do that. Whoops. Oh. There. Replace air acacia slab. Okay, and you know what? We can... Did I use mangrove over there? Let's use something else. Let's use dark oak this time. It's been a while since I used dark oak. So let's use dark oak, and I can actually do this. We can mount the pillar directly on the ground, which means it wouldn't have survived. And then we can do that. That's not so bad. I'm not hating it. I'm definitely not hating it. Let's bring this over and actually cover this in like a flat roof. Okay, okay. We're getting there. I think we're getting there. Very slowly but surely we are getting there. Let's throw that up. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, and then nope. Nope, 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 nope. This room here needs to have a roof. So I think we're going to do just a peaked roof. This also needs to have a roof here. But really it's only this room. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can do this. I've done this before where I've done like really weird shaped roofs, and I've been able to do it. Just don't know if I'll be able to do it with this one. Okay, now let's do this real quick here. Okay, and then this here. Okay, so we do this, oops, this, that, stop, that, and then that. Okay, and then we'll run this all the way down. And then we'll do the same here. Oof. Okay, and then we'll do stairs along. Ugh. Stairs along this way. Okay. People are now starting to go, okay, how are you going to do this? And the truth is, I have no idea how I'm going to do this. I'm just going to wing it. And see, I'm basically just throwing things at the wall to see what sticks, is really what I'm doing here. Okay, so we got that. All right, now this one, same thing. We want this. And I think I can get away with doing a single line of this all the way down. And I might do a peaked roof there. We'll see. Okay, and then I do that because this meets up with that, and then over here, same thing, right? But what we're going to do is we're going to have to reduce the range here. Oh, okay. That's looking pretty good. If I do... Okay, maybe that. So this needs to be like this, because these are going to be slabs. Oh. I don't know how this is going to look. I don't know if this is going to turn out right or not. Only one way to find out. Okay, so then we do this. Ooh, that, or maybe like that. Ooh, I don't know about that one. Okay. I think this needs to be peaked as well. So if we do this one peaked as well, then it just flows into that. And it looks a little bit better, in my opinion, if we do that. What do we think? I think this needs to be that. I think this needs to be like that. Okay. I do think that needs to be there, and that needs to be there. Wow. Wow. Oh, hey, Craziness 0408. Thank you for the membership. Does the entrance need to be roofed? I don't see why not. It doesn't. Maybe it does. Maybe we just do like this. And we have a little bit of an overhang. Oh, nope, we don't do the overhang, because then I gotta extend that out. Well, I suppose I could extend that. I don't know why I'm being stingy with it. It's not like I'm paying for these building materials. So, you know, extend it out just a little bit. I mean, that's not too bad. Okay. Dark oak, since we're using dark oak, we're going to do dark oak trapdoors. Like that. That'll just have to work. Okay. And then we do... like that. Okay. I mean, it's not great. Not great. But, I think it works. I definitely think it works. Let's slap, some roofing here. We're gonna do double doors. Let's do doors here with a torch. Is there another one? Yeah, right here. Smaller room. Door. And this one, same thing. Door. Torch. And door. Torch. And we're gonna slap a window right here. Very nice, very nice. And then same thing here. We're gonna slap a window here. Put a door. And a torch. Oh boy, this thing. Okay. This thing's a little crazy. We're gonna... Oh! Freaking amateur hour here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm at a loss for exactly what is going on here. We're just gonna leave it. So there's that. We're gonna put a door here. There we go. So far so good. Let's go upstairs. Okay, we're gonna put a door here with a torch. There we go. Just that. And then same thing here. We're gonna go 2 windows like that. Door. Torch. Window. Oh. Nope. That's another room. There we go. Okay, so then we can do door here and a torch. Yeah, we can do a double window here. Like that. There we go. Yeah. I mean, It's not great. It's definitely not great. But I think it's okay. I think it's okay. What do you guys think? How are we liking this? Colony's running out of money. What are you doing? Yeah, exactly. How many times do I have to tell you to stay off the neighbor's roof? Yeah. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on here. Please do not throw things at walls. Yeah. Someone who's cleaned spaghetti off the walls. Please find some other way to test how your pasta is. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So I think that's fine. I think this is ugly as shit. There we go. Yeah. So then there's that, and then that goes into this. So this house, now that we have it like this, it seems a little more normal compared to some of the other houses that we've done, because you've got that back bunch of rooms. You've got your sort of plaza here with your columns that holds up the walkway. So this seems a little more normal. So let's just go ahead and do this as though this were a normal house. So we come to here, we do that. So there's your floor. We're gonna get that out of there. So stairs are gonna come up right here. No, because there's a room right there. Stairs are gonna come up right. Why am I always trying to figure out where to put the stairs? Maybe right here? An odd spot to put stairs, but let's just try that and see how we like it. Okay, let's try this. We're gonna come down one. There we go. A little bit easier to come up. Okay, so then you come up there and you've got one room, which immediately goes off and you can fall to your death. Okay, that's fun. Oh man. I mean, I think we're just gonna have to put the stairs right here. That's just what we're gonna have to do. And we just won't have this room as an actual room. It'll be part of the walkway. Yeah, so we do that. And then same thing here. Oh, nope. What am I doing? That's the stairs. I need to get rid of this. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we are. Let's have this room also second story. It'll be off kind of on its own. So we can do this. So yeah, it'll be kind of off on its own. Yeah, so you come up these stairs. Let's try this here. Let's walk through this here real quick. Okay, you come up the stairs. Nice walkway. Room, 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 room. Yes. I think that's what we should do. So let's go ahead and build this up. Do this. Could you imagine building this in survival Minecraft? That would be crazy. Or building this and then populating it with villagers, which I do plan on doing at the end of this, by the way. But like, this is your trading hall is basically this entire town. I think that'd be cool as hell. Okay, so we go here. It's gonna catch, I think, some of those, but that's okay. And we go here. All right, moment of truth. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, see, it did catch some of these. That's okay. Let me fix that real quick. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. And we can do like this. Heck yeah. And we'll just put we'll just do another loop sort of roof type thing, or a little curved. So we come here, we come across here. And then we come across here. We do that. Okay. And then we come across here. Oh. Like that. We are going to have to come across here like this for the porch area. Like that. Yeah. What is this? Hold my beer, or whatever the equivalent was. Yeah, hold my wine. Yeah. Anyone know when gutters and downspouts became a thing? Gutters have been a thing for much longer than you think. We have gutters from all kinds of different time periods. Yeah, it's crazy how long gutters have been around. There's that. I mean, really, when you think about it, right? Someone had, looked at a leaf catching water and was like, "Oh shit, we could do that." I mean, even cupping your hands, you understand how water flows, so like, yeah, gutters, that's not a hard thing to figure out. I mean, Pylos had rooms with ways with which to evacuate water out. They had drains. So, yeah. Gutters were definitely a thing. Knossos did that too. Knossos had I think Knossos had internal plumbing, I thought. Oop. Oh my god. There we go. So then, yeah, we have it kind of curve around. We do that, we do that, we do that. Okay. And this one, we won't be doing that with. That's okay. That's okay. Oop. Do this. And we do this. Yeah, I think this is going to look good. And I think we've just sort of semi-figured out how to make it work with this sort of very odd layout. And I will tell you that the next couple of houses are really not as bad. So they are a little more normal than what we've been used to so far with these on this block. So let's go ahead and do this. And this, and we're gonna replace air with acacia slab. Oh, look at that. And for this, I think I'm gonna do birch. I know a lot of people hate birch. Oops. For whatever reason. But I like it. It has its place. You know, I built a temple that was white and gold, basically, and I used birch because it has sort of that golden hue to it. I think it came out pretty good. Granted, I'm biased, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, look at that. All right. Let's do this. Let's get, nope, that in there. Oh, this is, ugh, this is just weird and gross. Okay. And let's go ahead and slap some of these guys in here. See? Look at that. We figured it out. We got it all figured out. We'll do birch fence, too. Why not? We haven't done that yet. We're definitely not doing a birch door, though. I don't like the birch doors. Birch doors would be nice for, like, I don't know, I feel like sort of like a cottage type thing, where you have like a nice white painted door with a nice little curtain behind it or whatever. There's that, and do that. There we go. This one, we're gonna slap a door down and a torch. I don't even remember what that room does or even remember building that room. Okay, so this, yeah, we're gonna have to put a door on this one. Okay. Okay. And let's slap some doors and torches on this one, on these guys in here. So that, bam, that, and we're gonna do 1, 2, 1, 2. And we're gonna do this. Oof, all right. How are we feeling about this one? I'm feeling pretty good about it. Feeling pretty confident. We'll get a better look once I finish this up. But I'm feeling pretty confident that this is going to look pretty good. As always, though, I am biased. All right. This one here, I think needs a... Yeah, there we go. And we'll throw down a torch. And I think for the guardrails, we are just going to do the oak trapdoors. Even though I'm using birch, I think okay. I think oak's going to be okay. Like that. So, what do we think on this one? What do we think on both of them? All right. Whoa. Holy crap. We got all kinds of stuff. Knossos is a very advanced system for the Bronze Age. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Yeah. Back in the day, it was a block that really stood out. Okay, yeah, probably why. From what I could tell, roofs and roofs is correct, but roofs is almost non-existent in American English. Oh, is that people are commenting about me using the word roofs with a V? Yeah. Okay. I think it came out great. Good. You would tinker with it a little bit more? All right. Think you did better with this one than the last one? Yeah, no, I think this one was a little bit easier to do. The weird roof in the front. This? Yeah. I think we're kind of stuck, unfortunately, with it. We might be able... Why don't we do this? What if we do... Oops. This. Make it look a little better. So we do like this. And then we just... What if we do that? And actually, what if we did this instead? What if we slapped this like that? That's a little better, yeah? What if we did that? I think I could sit here and tinker with it all day. But I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I think this is going to be totally fine. And I do think we need to do this. There you go. Keep the kids from running off onto the roof. But I think I could sit around and tinker with this thing forever. So we're just going to go ahead and call it. Otherwise, yeah, we'll be here all day with me messing with the thing. And I don't want to be here all day messing with it. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. We're going to leave it like this. I could always do like that. What am I doing? I just said we were going to finish with this and not... Okay. Well, now that looks weird because this is wrong. Why did I have to mess with it? There. You know what? We're done. We're not touching it. We're not touching it. We're not touching it. Okay. Okay. Next one. Next one is pretty straightforward. Thank God. So let's go ahead and fill this out the rest of the way. It has, yet again, in this section, it's got this long... Oh, did I just do that on the first try? Heck yeah, I did. It's yet again got this long warehouse-like thing. So like that. But this time, it actually has rooms, which is kind of interesting. So it's got that, and then it's got, whoops, that. But then down here, it gets just sort of messed up. So it kind of comes out like this. And then it's like open there. It's got two more, and then it's just gone. Like that. So I'm thinking maybe something got messed up there. It got obliterated, maybe. Something. I don't think that that's going to be natural. Then we have a really skinny room, which is probably like 2 wide. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, bam! Like that. And this has an entrance there, and this has an entrance there. Then this comes down here because this is open pretty much all the way down. And it comes this way, skips one. Nope, comes right here. So we need to do like that. And then it's got an opening like that. And it ends where that one ends. Nope, goes one more. And then, yeah, from here, it doesn't have anything. Oh, and you know what? This is also missing. Which means I got to change this. No, I don't. I shouldn't feel the need to change this because it's fine. We'll leave it. It's fine. Okay. But this does have... What's going on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got this coming across. And then it does one of these. And then it also has a divider coming up the middle here, but I'm not going to put that in there because it's really sort of really skinny. And then that's that house. So to me, it looks like there was maybe a room here that got obliterated. That's what it looks like to me. So, yeah. Oh, more stuff. Yeah, we have escape skill and Cryptus. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it should be. I'm thinking, thinking there was damage here with something. But yeah, there should be something here. I'm gonna say that. But let's go ahead and slap walls down. So we know we know that this backside here has all these. Okay. Okay, so we do that. We do this. Okay, and then this long hallway, which I forgot, yet again, opens up. That should look familiar, because we've had that a couple times already. And if I remember correctly, let's see here. Yeah. This lines up, this sort of section right here lines right up with this section right here. So, yeah, something's going on. I'm wondering if it isn't the same type of thing happening. So, yeah, so we got this entrance that comes through here. I'm guessing that this was the plaza and that it had something here, right? Like it had a wall here. And then probably something like that. Because we've seen these joined rooms before. On some of the other ones. And if we did that, like that would sort of close it up. So I think we should, I definitely think we should put this back in. Like that. And then we should have something like like that. Because then you come down this walkway here, you enter into the plaza. There's also this entrance here. And then you've got this room, you've got these sets of rooms, you got these sets of rooms, and then these we'll have to figure out how they got into those. Maybe a doorway here or here. I can't really tell. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. So I think that's what we should do. So let's go ahead and just... I know we're kind of taking this we're sort of adding our own little spin to it, but I really do think that that's how this should look. All right. Yeah. So if you come in here and you enter into both of these rooms, maybe you come in here and enter into this room and then this room. That's what I'm going to go with. Okay, so we do that, we do this, we do this, this, and this. I think that works out pretty well. Yeah, exactly. Interpretation. It's all interpretation. I definitely think that that works out really well. We can put the stairs right here. It goes up. You have this whole walkway here. You can go into this room and this room. Who knows? Maybe this was a separate house right here. Maybe this was its own separate house. Don't know. So let's go ahead and quickly slap a floor on this. So there's that. We'll put a roof on this over here. We'll put stairs starting here. Like that. There we go. Yeah, that's not so bad. And we could even do this as a second story as well. So if we do something like this and this, right? We do the same thing. Oh, I guess we should do it over here too. Yeah. Look at that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Four rooms. I think that's fine. I think that's more than reasonable. So we'll do this here real quick. And we'll do this also real quick. Yeah, we do it like this. We can have the other opening here. Sure. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I think that looks just fine. So let's go ahead and do this. And there we go. What are we thinking? Want to see the survey records that the classical Greeks took before they built this place? Yeah, that would be pretty wild. Certain interpretation argument here. Yep. I assume it wasn't that different from today. They would just record name or father's name. Yeah. Sure. I don't know what that's in reference to. Okay. There's that. Perfect. So now, and look at that. We just continue this same roof right off of it. And we even... Oh, jeez. Oh my god, I'm messing up like crazy here with the clicks. Which means we're probably... Yeah, we're already hitting the almost 3 hour. We're just about at the 3 hour mark, which is usually about when I start making dumb decisions. So this will probably be the last house for the stream. Which is good because we got way more stuff done than I was expecting us to get done. Besides, I have a paper that I need to start writing. All I have is an outline right now, so I definitely need to start writing on it. Thankfully, it is a subject that I am interested in. I am writing a 10 to 15 page paper on my thoughts on the events that contributed to the Bronze Age collapse. So I've got a lot of opinions on that. And a lot of them are not popular opinions. But a lot of them make a lot of sense, and so I don't understand why people come up with weird boogeyman stories, but yeah. All right, there's that. There's that. Ah. And then let's do this, and then we will run this here. Oops. Oh, jeez. Like that. Yeah. And then we come here, do that to that, and we do the same thing, replace air with acacia slabs. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's go ahead and do the pitched roof here real quick. Same thing with this one. And bam, just like this. That, and that, and that. Same thing here. Good Lord. Yeah, my fingers are starting to not work. So we're definitely going to finish it after this one. Okay. Looking good. Same thing here. And do this. Oop. And then I'll need to get some more floor plans for Olynthos, because the floor plans, the blown up floor plans that I'm working off of right now are only these 3 blocks that that we're going to be sort of finishing up very quickly here. So I will definitely need to get some more floor plans. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. So as usual, slap a door down. Get that. We're gonna slap a window. We'll do oak windows. That. Perfect. And we will slap a window here as well. There we go. And get out of there. Okay. And then same thing for this one. So we need to do a door here. Is that a double door? Yes, it was a very large opening, but we will just leave it like that, I think. I think we'll just leave it like that. It's kind of an odd entrance, but the room is kind of odd anyways. Do that. Do that. Do that. Slap this down here. Nice little window. Even though that's probably the Andron, that's okay. We will do double door. And just like before, there's your entrance. We will also do an entrance here. Like that. Okay, there we go. And we need to do a door here. Whew, with a torch. And a window. Do a double window. Same thing over here. Do another double window, because I think it's fine to do a double window. Oh. Bam, just like that. There we go. And we'll do that. There we go. Okay, so door, torch, window, repeat. Door, torch, window, repeat. Door, torch, window, and then the final one, which is this one here. Same thing, door, torch, but the window goes this way. And then let's do... Oh. Let's go ahead and fill this before... There we go. So there's that. So we need... I think we'll just do trapdoors like we've been doing. Like that. So that sort of cordons everything off. We'll do the same thing down here. So we've been doing... We'll just build it all the way up to the top, I think. Because we've done that before in some of the other houses. There we go. So we do that. I think that's it. Is that it? I think that's it. Let's make this look a little bit nicer. Do that, we do that. Let's do some stairs because I keep wanting to make this a thing. And it's not bad. Oops. It's not great, but it's not bad. Yeah, what do we think of that? I'm liking it. Okay. Dasclos against the Sea Peoples. Yeah, no. Don't get me started on the Sea Peoples. It frustrates me when people say we don't know who the Sea People were. We do know who the Sea People were. And of course they talk about, oh, the Sea People caused the Bronze Age collapse. I think they were a result of the Bronze Age collapse. But that's a whole nother thing. You know what we do need? We need pillars. We did not put pillars up here. There we go. Yeah. Oh. This is a fall hazard right here. Let's fix that too while we're at it. Yeah, like that. I like this. I like the way that this came out. Oh, this is another fall hazard. So let's fix that too while we're at it. And we'll do that. Yeah. There we go. There we are. What do we think? Oh. Wow, lots of stuff. Lots of stuff going on in the chat here. Yeah, this one was definitely a lot easier compared to the last two, and the next one is a lot easier as well. So, you know, we're good there. But I think that this is good for today. We finish off this block here. I think we actually got more houses done this stream session than we have in the entire time we've been doing this, because I think we're only good for like 4 houses each time, and we just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We did 6 houses, so I think we're doing pretty good. So yeah, so I think we're good. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn off the Olynthos overlay. I'm going to turn on my outro, take off the game capture. So I want to thank you all for joining me today and hanging out. I've had a good time figuring this out. So I will see you guys next time. I hope to have the hardcore Minecraft video up, in which case if I do have it edited and ready to go and up, I will do it as a premiere, so we can do premiere again, because I like doing the premieres, and I had a lot of fun with those back when we were doing it. So anyways, I will see you all next time.